Most men aren't failing because they're lazy. They're failing because they're drifting. They wake up, check their phone, go to a job they tolerate to pay for a life they don't have time to live. They think that because they're busy, they're making progress. But activity is not achievement. I know this feeling because I lived it, brothers. I grew up in a caravan with an illiterate mother. I had every excuse to stay small. Instead, I spent 15 years as a professional financial planner. I managed millions for men who had everything on paper but were absolutely hollow inside. They were successful by the world standards, but they were definitely not sovereign. In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify the drift in your own life and the exact protocol I use to exit the system where I now have a 15-hour work week. The best is yet to come, brothers, but only if you take the wheel. What is the drift? It's when you let your environment, your boss, and your mortgage dictate your decisions. You stop choosing and start reacting. As a financial planner, I saw it every day. I saw men with $5 million in the bank who couldn't tell me what they actually wanted to do with their day and their life. They were rich, but they were slaves. If you feel like you're running a marathon on a treadmill, moving fast but staying in the same place, you are in the drift, brothers. Your health starts to slip. Your marriage becomes fine instead of great, and your bank account becomes a cage rather than a tool. Here is the truth that the world won't tell you. Money is not just math. Money is energy. It's stored human effort. If you trade 70 hours a week for a paycheck, you are bleeding your life force into a bank account you're too tired to use. Sovereignty is about managing that energy. It's about moving from survival energy, that high-stress scarcity mindset I knew in the caravan, and shifting into expansive energy. To kill the drift, you need a protocol. I call it the Wayfinder protocol, and it starts with 3 steps, brothers. Step 1, the audit of truth. You can't steer a ship if you don't know where it is going. You need to audit your 7 pillars. Where are you actually at with your health, your finances, and your mind, brothers? Be honest. Awareness is the end of the trap. Step 2, lethal efficiency. This is where I work a 15-hour work week, and it's not about being lazy, it's about impact. Stop doing busy work because you're afraid of the deep work that actually changes your life. And step 3, environmental control. Look at your surroundings, brothers. If you are surrounded by men who are drifting, you will drift too. You need a brotherhood that demands growth. I'm obsessed with sovereignty because I've seen both sides. I watched my mother struggle because she didn't have the tools to choose a different way of life, brothers. Then I spent 15 years as a financial planner, seeing men who had the tools but were still choosing to be stuck. I promised myself I would never be either ever again. Life is your greatest teacher, but the lessons only count if you apply them properly, brothers. I've taken the grit from the caravan and the strategy from the boardroom to build a map for men like you and like I was too, brothers. If you're ready to stop the drift, I've put together the 7-pillar blueprint. It's the exact framework I use to take back my time and my power. It's free and it's waiting for you, brothers, inside the Freedom Brotherhood School community. Check the link in the descriptions. Join the Brotherhood and let's get to work, brothers. The drift wants you comfortable and compliant, but you were made for more. Rise up, brothers, stand tall, own your life, and know that the issue is being comfortable. So get used to being uncomfortable. One of my favorite sayings is people don't succeed because they're not willing to take a cold shower. Don't be like that, brothers. See you on the inside of the circle.